But one thing I haven't spoken about is winter time, because when the temperatures plummet to minus 2,000 degrees Fahrenheit, there aren't really many bugs trying to get in anyway. Instead, you have to protect your door from the elements.
Okay.
And that's where the storm door comes in. Sorry, I don't have one really. Can I?
This is the door with another door.
Protect the door. André,
What?
can we react to this video?
To this one?
Yes.
Okay. 6,000 objects I only used after moving to America. Sarah, say hello to our
Hi
friends.
guys.
My friends, thank you so much for all the support. We really appreciate that.
Yes.
They prefer that I react with you. I prefer to react with you. Win-win situation. That's it, Sarah. Ask them for the most important thing.
Guys, leave a like, thumbs up.
And if they subscribe,
You make our day.
perfect. Link for the original video below. Let's go into this.
Hello, I'm
Hey.
Lawrence, and I'm on a quest to uncover all of the memos that Britain and America lost in the pond. And
Yeah, I
one
know.
of those memos pertains to objects and stuff. Specifically, objects and stuff that you find around the house that I only encountered after moving to the United States.
Like what?
Curious to know.
In previous videos, I gave you a tour of my first
Oh, I want to see that.
Okay, I was about to say that. We have to react to this video. My friends, actually, you guys decide if we should react to the house tour next. If this video does well, I'm talking about 1,000 likes. We react to that one. You guys decide. Sarah, they have to leave
Yes.
a like.
American house, as well as an exclusive look at my
massive
dusty
garage.
garage.
Holy moly, that's massive.
And so, if you want to join me on this journey of putting together this place and you haven't yet subscribed to this channel, do that now.
Do it for us, my friends.
In the meantime, come with me as we look at 6 housing objects that I only encountered after moving to the United States. It's locked again.
Okay.
2 words, public toilets. And I know what you
Oh boy, Sarah, be ready. They are they are going to talk about I'm going to say this, the gap, and you understand why in a second.
Okay.
It's locked again.
It's embarrassing for
2
Americans.
words, public toilets. And I know what you're thinking. Ooh, Lawrence, what have public toilets got to do with houses? And the answer is simple. Nothing. But they do very neatly lead me into my next point, so shut it. Because you've probably heard Brits like
Well,
me
the
moaning about the lack of
Public
privacy.
restroom, you have to share, man and woman?
But I think that's a very political question now. No, I'm joking.
Okay.
I'm not sure. Wait, sorry.
in American
You
public
see
toilets.
the image,
Oh my
woman
God.
and man.
Yeah, I don't know what is going on here actually. Americans, you have to explain, but this is interesting. They will explain in the comments. Maybe this is coming.
Because you've got that gap and everything. Well, when it
Well, he's talking about the gap,
gap,
but he's not showing the gap. I'm going to show to you something that Americans, I believe, are not super proud. This is what is going on in America. Take a look at this huge gap right there.
Wow, people can't see me.
Yes, see, I love America. I love all my American friends, but I feel even them feel weird about this one.
Yes.
This is weird. I mean, the good news is this is just in public restrooms, in public toilets. So there is no problem if you leave, the other people in the house don't see you. But yeah, this is weird. My friends, sorry, it is what it is.
comes to our respective houses, that dedication to privacy, or privacy, depending on how you say it, is reversed. What? How? Do British rooms have gaps in the door? No, I'm not talking about gaps. I'm talking about locks on the door. Furthermore, I'm not just talking about bathrooms, but several rooms in the house. In America,
Okay.
many rooms, and in particular bedrooms, will have a lock on the door.
It is like a button.
This is practical.
It's very practical, but here, my friends, it's a key.
A key. It's just a
That's it. Oh, but this is a good idea, actually.
Doorknob that looks a little bit like this. Growing up in Britain, I found these to be far less common, which is a shame because they just give you that peace of mind that somebody's not going to walk in on you while you're reading a book. And for lock completists, they might sometimes take the form of a button, but there might also be some sort of rotating lock mechanism that looks like this.
So this type of lock that is showing there, I have seen, but in public toilets, not inside of the house.
Yes.
Lock mechanism that looks
This
like
one.
this. So to recap, while Americans might not value public toilet privacy, the opposite is true with bedrooms. Sometimes Britain and America seem like alternate versions of each other, and perhaps one of the finest examples of this can be found in the delivery of post, except Americans don't call it post, they call it mail. And while us Brits like to distinguish between a mailbox on the street, in other words a post box, and a residential mailbox, aka a letterbox in your door.
Yeah,
Mail
but
on the door.
and the door. But I remember it in Portugal, old houses having this system. Nowadays, it's not common, but I remember this being common at one point.
A letterbox in your door. Us Americans call this a mailbox and this a mailbox. It's all a bit confusing. Thankfully, in this video, I'm just talking about this. To
This is
Americans,
typical.
this low
It's very typical, yeah. It's beautiful, actually.
shaped contraption has just simply been a way of life since the day they were born. Perhaps some Americans don't even give them a second thought. But to people like me who grew up in a different country with different mailboxes, there's a certain charm to them. After all, the only time that we get to see these outside of living here is in the movies. Oh look,
Yes.
here's Kiefer Sutherland playing mailbox baseball in Stand By Me. Here's Forrest Gump and the kid from The Sixth Sense framed by a gorgeous line of mailboxes while the kid is too busy looking at Bubba, Jenny and Forrest's mum in the distance. Here's a mailbox playing a key role in a Keanu Reeves, Sandra Bullock film that
remember
sadly
this
isn't
film.
Speed, but a film
You saw that movie?
Yes.
Okay.
you don't remember called The Lake House. And
I guess you remember.
here's a pair of wayward vandals graffitiing a mailbox in Up. It's been a while since I've seen that film, but I'm pretty sure that's what's happening here. The point is, American movies have this uncanny knack of making things seem almost magic, even things
This is true. I mean, I even before starting this channel, I was aware of this mail letterbox or mailbox, whatever they call it. I'm not even sure at this point. It's beautiful. Yeah?
as simple as this. And as somebody who, for the past 14 years, has only lived in rented American accommodation, I'd been used to picking up my mail from what was essentially a glorified high school locker. This represents my first proper American mailbox, and I feel like I've
Mailbox,
finally
okay.
arrived.
Yeah, letterbox is what the British say, from what I understand. So, and we speak American, Sarah. We don't speak English. Just to be, I speak Russian, American. You also speak a bit.
In the past, I've told you about how during the summertime it's useful on American houses to have a bug shield. That way you can open your windows, or in this case, your door. And in theory, this makes it harder
Why
for
we
bees
don't
and
have
mosquitoes
this in the summer?
This is a good idea. I have to admit.
and all of the other insects.
We have a lot of bugs inside of the house in the
Yes.
summer. It's crazy. So
horrible.
we can use this. But honestly, this seems easy to install. You know, it's not like something super crazy.
to get into your house. Doesn't seem to work, but the theory's good.
Don't
but one
work?
thing I haven't spoken about,
Wait, he said that? I didn't understand. Sorry.
and in theory, this makes it harder for bees and mosquitoes and all of the other insects to get into your house. Doesn't seem to work, but the theory's good.
Oh, but they enter in other ways, probably. Like maybe when he opens the door or something. Because that should work, right?
Yes.
But one thing I haven't spoken about is winter time, because when the temperatures plummet to minus 2,000 degrees Fahrenheit, there aren't really many bugs trying to get in anyway. Instead, you have to protect your door from the elements. And that's where the storm door comes in. Sorry, I don't have
What the
much
hell?
room here. Can I...
This is a door with another door.
Protect the door?
Amazing. So this is crazy. Why not? They should make the first door a bit more strong.
Exactly. Yeah.
Yeah, but maybe for snow or something, this can be important. I don't know.
Can I switch places? The storm
I saw this video at this point years ago, so I don't even remember that well.
storm door comes in. Sorry, I don't have much room here. Can I switch places? The storm door, where you can see this light is reflecting onto, is a door that sort of sits outside of the main door, and it sort of serves two purposes. Firstly, it's another barrier for burglars to have to overcome. And secondly, when you've got frost and snow and rain, it sort of protects this door from getting ruined by those weather elements.
Okay. I understand the
Makes
point now. So basically, this is wood, right? And this one is made of a
Glass.
material that they don't care as much. It's basically, glass. And But they could make this one. No, I get it. This here is impossible to. I never saw anything like this here.
No,
right?
no.
I mean, it's impossible.
Don't have this.
We have a nice door in the front of our house, but it's not wood, so.
And in addition to storm doors, you also have storm windows, which sort of do the same thing for windows that this does for the doors. And that's really it, because we don't have storms quite of the severity that you might experience here in the Midwest. Storm doors and storm windows aren't really that common in Britain, hence why
Honestly, the mosquito thing, good idea.
Yes.
This one, I don't think for us it will be a good idea.
No.
I don't see a great reason for us to do this. But actually, I wonder, because this is something that I always wonder when I'm reacting. If we have anyone watching, because there is so many different house styles in America that
Exactly.
there is a good chance there is people watching that also never saw this or don't have this. But we may have people that have this. My friends, you guys know what to do. If you have those, tell us how important they are for you and if they work.
Yes.
why
please.
they made it onto this list.
America, land of the free and also amazing food and amazing people. My friends, look, real talk, I'm coming to America this year. I cannot wait. This is taking so long, but guess what? You can follow me here. Andrea, why is that important? I may post updates about my trip to the US, and also there is a lot of videos that get blocked on YouTube. They may go here. Twitch, maybe not, okay. But I may stream there one day, who knows. But Facebook, Instagram, X, follow me in all of those. Links below on the description. See you there, my friend. And let's continue with this.
Hello, what's this? A fan outside of my house?
We are aware of this, sir. We are living well nowadays.
Yeah.
Why? We have air condition right there. And is sending fresh air, not air is Portuguese, sorry. Fresh air right now. So we are doing very well. We are Europeans with air condition. Crazy, I know.
To put in a restraining
What's next? We eat PBJs? We also do that.
order. Seriously, I did have to do that 3 years ago, so keep your distance. In previous videos, you've heard me talk to death about how
common to put air condition in the window between window.
I think this is more for apartments, to be honest with you.
Okay.
Or for houses that are a bit old. I could be wrong, but I don't think this is that common anymore. My friends, is this common still?
American homes have air conditioning.
This way, I don't like it. I'm going to be honest. I think it looks really weird. But outside, it's okay.
And British homes just don't. And so I don't want to dwell too much on what happens with air conditioning inside the house.
Actually, let's run this part
Inside
back
house,
because I
yeah.
feel like I'm losing some explanation. Sorry.
Hello, what's this? A fan outside of my house? Might have to put in a restraining order. Seriously, I did have to do that 3 years ago, so keep your distance. In previous videos, you've heard me talk to death about how American homes have air conditioning and British homes just don't. And so I don't want to dwell too much on what happens with air conditioning inside the house, but rather outside. Because you see, for the first time since I moved to the United States, the air conditioning in my home is entirely central air. In other words,
central
the
air,
aircon is built
okay.
entirely into the house instead of me having to install window units.
Basically, that machine alone does all the job. It's basically machine do your job and the
It's
machine
better than you put
in the window.
Yeah.
Or even multiple machines. But I believe having multiple machines outside is normal also, right?
Okay.
Which is great. And because of that, we have this thing, which I haven't really learned the name of. Perhaps it's a generator of some kind.
It's a machine.
Anyway, what it does is it sits outside, the fans spin around, and it creates air connage. And the outsides of many houses...
Okay, you can see here the person is using multiples. So, we end up putting air conditioning in this room and on 2 bedrooms. And we have this similar type of situation.
Yes.
They are not on the ground, they are on the wall, but it's the same logic as what you guys do in America.
will feature one of these throughout the United States. I have heard that it requires a
Actually, they are exactly like those.
little bit of maintenance and cleaning, so after this video goes out, I will be reading all about that with a hot bath. And so we go from fans outside my house to
ceiling
fans
fans.
above my bed.
This is typical.
Seriously, don't get any ideas. I am married. But in much of the United...
Yeah, this honestly is a good idea. Because the works if I mean they have air condition, but if you don't want to turn on the air condition, this can refresh you, right?
You think they have ceiling fans in every room
No.
of the house?
No. That's crazy, Sarah. Not in every room. Come on,
Okay.
imagine that will be a helicopter house. No. No, this is a bedroom. This is bedroom. I'm pretty sure. Living room, never.
Never. Okay.
States, just as with...
But maybe someone have in a living room. I should not say never, but I'm pretty sure this is a bedroom.
Seriously, don't get any ideas. I am married. But in much of the United States, just as with air conditioning, ceiling fans are found in most houses. Now, for the past 15 years, in a variety of rented American apartment complexes, I've always had ceiling fans that had a chain that you pulled to get the fan
Yeah,
going.
I see that.
But now, with the acquisition of my first American house, things work a little bit differently. It's doing
Oh,
it.
automatic?
That was a trick. I was actually using a
okay.
remote control. Still cool though, isn't it? Literally. I've just realised it's winter and this should not be on. Remember in my last video when I showed you around my garage and we found this spare gate hanging around in the rafters?
Okay.
Well, it turns out this isn't a spare gate, but a missing one. Since I announced that I'd become a United States citizen and bought my first American house, some of you sent me messages along the lines of, "Oh, well done, Lawrence, you are living the American dream." But last time I checked, the perfect picture of the American dream involved
This is the white fence. I thought all Americans had this at one point, but I guess it's not the case.
having a white picket
I
fence.
mean, when I say all Americans, I'm exaggerating, of course, but
And I don't have any data to back this up, it's just all from observation. But it feels like, at least here in the Midwest, that there are far fewer white picket fences
This
and a
type of
great deal
fence,
more.
it's not as beautiful. You can be honest, it's not.
Sorry, guys.
This is, I guess he's saying it's more typical in the Midwest.
At least here in the Midwest, that there are far fewer white picket fences and a great deal more chain link. Some Americans that I've spoken to seem to be of the opinion that chain link fences are kind of ugly. And I sort of agree, but if I put together a large enough collection of these fence pieces, I might be able to
have to
construct my
collect
own Hell in
them.
a Cell in the back garden, so that'll be fun. Anyway, we don't really use this style of fence much around British gardens, and from memory, this is the first chain link fence that I've had since moving to the United States. That's it for this episode. If you haven't had a chance to see the tour of my house, you can do that by clicking on this here.
Sarah, I'm telling you, if this video gets a lot of likes, we're going to act into that right away.
I hope so.
And be sure to subscribe to my channel so that I don't have to. And a big thank you to my patrons who make these videos possible. If you would like to become a patron of Lost in the Pond, you can do so today at patreon.com.
My friends, show him all the support. Sarah, thank you so much. I really appreciate that you know spending this time with
Enjoy.
me. And anything that surprises you there?
Yes, the type of fence, the ceiling.
The ceiling fan?
Yeah.
No, yeah. American homes are really, really cool.
Yeah.
They have things that are super unique to them.
The double door.
The double door where?
The door to protect the door.
The double door. Okay. So that for me may be the weirdest thing, honestly.
Yeah.
I feel like I said something wrong on the video.
What?
Maybe they have the fans in the living room. In the kitchen, I'm pretty sure no, but the living room, I want to correct that, not
Okay.
fans. But it's more living room.
You can put. The
No one puts that on the
bathroom, for example. No.
no, no way. Yeah, Sarah, thank you so much.
Thank you.
Guys, see you guys soon. Bye.
Bye.